dinner and stuff on.
Yeah, exactly. You can do it as well. Well, so
Yeah,
Jackie is coming as well. So there's a couple of people coming in.
but
Okay, fine. Good.
yeah, I don't want to make too much noise in the background, so I'm definitely going to do some
That's okay.
family.
That's okay. So let's come in. So we'll have got just waiting for Jackie to come in. There might be a couple of more people coming in. And I'm just going to wait for her to land in, actually. Okay. All right. She's joining in. She might have a slow internet. So welcome to today's masterclass. This is a New Earth masterclass, which I started last month. And the reason I wanted to do them was, one, it kind of dropped in as Jenny, you like almost like connect with the people, but create a safe space where they can ask questions about New Earth, awakening, their spiritual business, all the things. Hi, Melissa. All the things that they want to know. So like there is an access portal. So that's kind of what hi, Melissa. That was kind of what I was, that's what dropped in. So I thought, well, how can I make that a really exciting and fun and transformative space for everyone to come in and get to know me better, but also get to know each other. And I just had this, that was my intention with the New Earth masterclasses for the year. Now it runs once a month, and we're talking about a new topic each month. So last month we did from fear to love. Hi Jackie. And this month we're doing from hidden to visible. So the topics are always on polarity, in the sense that we want to go from almost like separation consciousness and what feels so stuck and tight into unity consciousness, where we feel more united in ourselves, but also just like more in flow, more in alignment, feeling that we're following our purpose, just really feeling ease and more joy and creation around around the purpose, what we're here to do. And that was really the reasons I wanted to share about this. It's going to be a new topic every month, and it's a opportunity to listen in a little bit about New Earth, and also what that means and how we can change the world together. And then also some questions, so people get a chance to have their questions answered, if you like. So that's the reason. So I was going to talk a little bit about New Earth and what it really means. And maybe some of you have already read the book of Eckhart Tolle, which is called New Earth. And I have read some of it. I haven't actually finished it, but the idea with the New Earth, the way I see it anyway, is very much about how can we transition ourselves as humans from the old paradigm conditioning into the new paradigm, more of expansion and flow and alignment with our purpose, in the best possible way. Because like we are in the middle of this awakening right now, and there are so many things that are crumbling, like the systems are crumbling. People are taking kids out of schools because they don't believe in the school system anymore. We have people wanting to leave the 9-to-5 jobs, doing their soul work. We have people, things are like kind of really crumbling in places, whilst new things are being built, right? So the way I look at New Earth is very much like, if everyone can follow their purpose and really connect with what that purpose is on a deep level, and then create a business around that, because that's normally what happens. It's almost like your business is your vessel for your divine expression. And that could be anything. It doesn't have to be a healing business. It could be a business where you run a charity. Like, it's not just down to doing healing and coaching. It could be something else that you feel really passionate about. And I feel that we are all meant to follow that. And the key pieces here is to do it safely. So we feel safe while we transition, because we still need to pay the bills and the normal earthly responsibilities that we have. And most people don't have £1 million in the bank where they can just go, oh, like, do you know what? I'm just going to do this now and just chill. So how can we still follow our dreams, follow our purpose, and do what we really meant here to be doing? Transition into that in a safe way, so we are financially and emotionally safe when we do that, and then build on that. Like, you know, that's the kind of idea, right? So I look at it as yes, we have to follow the purpose and the mission and make steps and move forward in that. And that happens through, obviously, learning new things, applying new things, like, you know, investing in time and business, in time and energy and money in your business. But not just that, it also means that we are wanting to look at commitment of our growth over a long period of time. And slow is fine. I just put it on a post in the Facebook group today. It's like, slowly is the only way, really, because there's so many things that we need to attend to in our lives that we can't ignore. And if you want to do it well, things, you know, there's lots of different things that we need to attend to, like our family, our home, our health, you know, the business, transitioning, taking care of the team, the staff, whatever, like, you know, all the different things. So instead of going, oh my God, I don't know if I'm better off just staying in this place, like doing just this and not worry about my purpose so much because it doesn't feel safe. You can make it safe so that you can transition gradually and just do little by little. That's actually the only way how we build a new world. So I give you permission to do it in your own pace, in your own way, but make sure you commit and take daily action towards it, however that looks like. And I can't press it enough. I've been on my online spiritual mission since 2018, like online. Hi, Michelle. So nice to see everyone. And every day I moved a needle, like every day. Okay, I have days off. Hi, Michelle. I had days off, of course, and I don't work at the weekends, but my eyes is on the prize. Like, my eyes is always on where I want to go. I wouldn't say drop the ball. That's a bit kind of, but I never sort of like go, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be doing this. Because I was saying this in one of the masterclasses over the week, I always connect with a higher vision. And that is like when I have a bad day, or if I have a day where it's like, oh, I know that vision, I know it's there. I'm just living my human experience here, but I'm moving the needle. I'm committed. So this is what I feel that we have to, however long it takes, it doesn't matter. We commit to the journey and we want to have fun doing it. Another thing I've noticed that I really want to share with you guys is how since the shift in December, and I thought I'd share this today actually, since the shift in December, it really feels like, and the energy has really moved, like we're really meant to go in and do our purpose and our mission and everything. And one thing that's been prominent is connecting with other people. The most powerful strategy right now online is to genuinely connect with people and network and hang out and have a conversation about life. Get to know each other, see where it goes. They might become a client, they might become a friend, they might become a collaboration. That we have seen works really well. So that's like a healed masculine energy, because you know all the cold messages you get, you're like, ooh, don't want to talk to them. But this new energy that's opened up, I feel collectively, is very much about like, yes, let's connect. Let's see what this magic can create to us. And let's see how we can make the wheels, spin the wheels together. That is a very new way of doing marketing right now, I feel, from a business perspective, but it's the vibe right now. So if you're looking to do your business and do those things, don't be afraid to connect to people. If somebody you can feel the energy of somebody's message. If they genuinely want to connect with you and say, hey, not like, how are you? More like, hey, I am this and this. I would love to connect with people like yourself. I would love to learn more about that. You know, are you open to that? Answer them. Look at their profile, go, yeah. Oh, I like her. Oh, yes, I am. Like, you know, obviously it's like an invitation. You can also say no. But what I mean is, like, be open, because this is how we're going to connect the grid now again. This is how we're really going to connect with people and really bring more people together, to open our hearts, not be afraid, and also say no when it doesn't feel exciting, or when it doesn't feel like aligned. Just say no, it's fine. You don't have to say yes. So that's what we've noticed. And I feel this is the visible part, about becoming much more visible, or allow yourself to be visible. And now I talk visibly on social media, but also talk visibly energetically. We want to be visible in, I'm just going to mute, everyone mute, cool. Hi, Christine, I'm really happy to have you here. So yes, so to become more visible energetically is also a mind and energy shift, right? So the reason I wanted to talk about that today, and we're going to go in a little bit coaching on hiding in a moment. We'll do that afterwards, and then you can ask some questions. So let's go into the hidden, from hidden to visible. So we have two aspects of this. One, I'm talking online here, primarily because we're online, like business owners. Being hidden and wanting to stay hidden could be a witch wound, or it could be just a distorted feminine wound. So the witch wound is very much about, I don't feel safe online, or I don't feel visibly sort of safe online because I have an irrational fear about it, which I cannot put my finger on, which is often the persecution witch wound from past lives. Now, we have a program that clears that, but my point is here that if it's irrational, it's meant to just we're meant to clear it and move on, really, and because we know now that it is safe to be spiritual online and to spread, you know, we're in a safe era to do the spiritual work. You know, we don't do witch hunts anymore, although you can see that there are witch hunts on the internet sometimes on in the coaching world, but of a little bit different nature, you know. So that's the one part of it, being hidden. The second part of being hidden, which I really feel, is this wounded feminine wound, or the sister wound. So the sister wound is where we have had past trauma, or like past not trusting other women. I'm talking about sister wound in particular here, because we are all women here right now. But what I feel with a sister wound is that a part of us as spiritual entrepreneurs, and a part of us as leaders and new earth leaders and CEOs of the online space, we have to heal the sister wound, because we actually meant to lead together. And we meant, if somebody triggers you, you'd be like, that's interesting how she's triggering me. There's something in myself that I need to heal. Whatever she's doing, and you analyze what she said or done, you'd be like, okay, that is actually fine what she just said, but I am triggered. So then you know that there's something inside of you that needs healing. So we are really meant as sisters to lift each other up. We're meant to support each other, encourage each other, cheer each other on, and, you know, really wish the best for all of you guys, like, you know, as a collective, because we're all here to change the world. So the sister wound obviously can come from this life where you haven't felt safe, you know, in maybe from childhood, from school conditioning, family, maybe even places where you were maybe bullied or things like that. And we are here to heal that, so that you can become whole and lead yourself in the online space from a whole place and not from a triggered place. So this is quite common. I didn't have particularly the sister wound. I didn't feel, because we're all different. I definitely had a witch wound. and the fear of visibility, the fear of being seen, what are they going to say about me if they know that I'm spiritual, like that kind of thing. So I've had to heal that for sure. It's a big part of my journey, especially in the beginning, and especially I was coming online. Oh my God, like the first lives and everything I was doing online was like a shock to my system. It's like trauma itself. But it gets better, you know, as we do it and we get more conditioned and used to it and all those things. So yeah, so from hidden to visible. So you are safe online, you are safe to show yourself energetically, like being safe energetically to be who you truly are. I would say if it's not the witch wound, or if it's not the sister wound, and you still feel shy or not knowing what to share or not knowing how to go about it, it's often a lack of actually knowing certain things so that you can present your genius. Because often you are very good at healing, coaching, the things that you do that you are very good at, but it's often the marketing, the funnel of the marketing that makes you feel like, oh, what do I say now? How? Where? Like, in what way? How long? Like, you know, what the hell do I do here with my sharing? And that could cause a block to stay hidden because you don't know how you are going to market yourself correctly and where and what you're going to say. Because what happens is, for example, if somebody says to me, so how is your process? How do you work with things? So, well, we do connect, we clear, and we create. Everyone's like, okay, that sounds really interesting. Can you go into that? So I've had to go through a process myself to understand what my work is. This was just an example. I have other processes as well, and I can then explain it, and then I can talk, you know, for a whole hour about connect, clear, create easily because I've done the work. So the packaging, the business articulation, the messaging, the marketing articulation, all of the articulation of all the genius that you are, if that is a gap between your genius, which is over here, and your client, which is over here, and there is a gap in your messaging, or there is a lack of messaging because you haven't worked it out, because you've not done the business and marketing acumen, you will also stay hidden because you don't know what to say. Right? So you have those three elements. So when I talk about this, obviously I teach all my clients in my programs the different things, but I would say the healing of the sister wound and the witch wound is important. And I would also say to get the business and the marketing acumen correct. Obviously, Connected Soul Club is for that, which is my business membership. But if you think about it, that's actually the three things. There might be some other things that you genuinely sort of don't like, tech and things like that, but that kind of is something that we can quite easily get over. So, you know, we shouldn't really say, well, just because I don't like tech, I'm not going to go online. It's like, we've got to get over that. So, yeah, so I would say that's the main things. There might be other things that you feel, oh, yeah, I am feeling I want to hide and not be visible because of the fears of being seen of ex-colleagues at work or family members who doesn't believe in your soul work, etc. I think that's like all the things that could potentially, yeah, be sort of blocking, if that makes sense. Now, we are going to do Q&A, and we've got quite a long time for Q&A, which I love because I really love talking to you guys and see what is coming up for you. So let's not do Q&A. I would like you to put in the comment box, actually, which one out of those three you feel. Is it the witch wound, or is it the sister wound, or is it the marketing? Would you feel 1, 2, 3, maybe 2, 3? Would you feel if you had to, maybe you're fine, maybe you're like, no, I'm not, I'm okay. Where do you feel, you know, where do you feel there is a sort of, might be a little block? If you had to name it, it would be great to see. So 3, so Christine, so the business, like the articulation of your message, yeah, fine. Totally get that. Yeah, and okay, so Melissa, not knowing how to present it well. Yeah, so it's like the structure and the articulation of what you do. That could be sort of like, where do I start? What do I say? Sort of thing. Yeah. So that's fine, I understand. Yeah, Laura say yes, Miss, articulation as well. Exactly. And if you did follow the masterclasses this week and last week, I was talking about the tangibility of the results that you give to the people, which is really easy to do if you help somebody lose weight, or if you help someone to put together a funnel online. One of my clients in my business membership, she is actually a marketing geek. So she's like, well, I do funnels. Okay, very tangible. But if you do healing, it's like, okay, I do healing, but what do I heal? What does it help? Who does it help? Da, 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 da. So it's really important for us as healers and energy workers to get very good at the messaging and articulation of what we do, so that people actually get it. I mean, Laurie, I know Laurie Burrows, and you might know her from online, but Laurie is also a friend of mine who is living in the UK, and she's doing a masterclass at the moment. She was talking about the tangibility of a result and how easy, the more tangible it is, the more easy it is to sell. Not for just to sell, but like to get people to want to buy it, sort of thing. Yeah. Anyone else that feel like they have any of these blogs? No. Okay, so let's dive into a little Q&A. So what I wanted you to ask questions on, it could be anything on like New Earth and stuff, but either questions on the New Earth or where you are right now in your business or in your life, or questions on the actual topic today, so from hidden to visible. Who wants to go first? Who has a question? Melissa has a question. Yeah. So she's just unmuting herself, I think.
How'd you know?
Yeah, hi, I just knew. Hi, darling.
I know you know. Okay, so like opening a call, like you have like an open Zoom for people who are interested in what you do, like sharing, like I don't know how to start, like if I have like a group call with my group members about my detox, like do I start with like my offers, or do I start like how or why, like the process? Like that's more of for me, like how to present, like with the first group call.
So every time you need, so obviously I teach everything in the Connected Soul Club, but I will tell you how it works. So like you reverse engineer. So if you have your detox program here and you know what that detox program does, and you know what it does, you know what results it gives. Let's say you, if I can remember right, Melissa, you help them make potions, like as in like for the detox, there's specific things they take. You do recipes for them?
Yeah, that's part of it.
That's part of it. So you would be like, okay, a part of you have to reverse engineer it, okay? So a part of my program is, you would say this to yourself, a part of my program is to create detox potions that they will take to do the detox in the program. So you could say, so you wouldn't give the whole recipe away because that's in part of your program, but you could say something like, three great ingredients, I'm just thinking here now, that will help you detox and give you these results. So you would say how to use natural remedies to detox your body of, and it will be something, because people be like, oh, I want to detox my body of heavy metals or whatever it is you want to detox them with. Come and learn about the 3 remedies that detox the body from heavy metals. That will be the topic of the webinar. And then you will be then sharing those knowledge about those 3 herbs or whatever they, I don't understand it all, but like you will share that and say, this is what these does. This is why they're so important for, for detoxing your body. And these are the kind of results that you will get from these herbs using them, blah, blah, blah. And then you can have a Q&A, like you don't even have to plan it much. And then obviously you'll say in the end, I will share my program. And you can even talk about your program in the chat, as in like in the webinar. And you don't have any slides. You can just show up. If you want to make it really simple to just get started, get going, you need a meeting link. So register for the meeting, for the Zoom, and then just say, well, I'm having a meeting. You can make a graphic for it, and then start talking about these 3 herbs that are amazing. And then say my detox program, I will share about my detox program in the end. So please stay till the end because I have a special offer on at the moment, or you can say something like that because I have 3 spots available, 2 spots available right now. And then share about and say, look, I will share about it in the end, this program, and then keep talking and tell them and teach them about this detox. Then give them an opportunity to ask questions about their detox, because you know that just talking to them for 5 minutes, it's not going to help their detox. They need to do your program, but they get to meet you and they get to understand. Like you talk to me here now, you're like, oh, Jenny knows her stuff, she's sharing, but I understand that to really make the shifts, I will have to invest at some level, but I will make that decision. Yeah. And that's how you would do the same. So it's almost like you call them in from a place of expertise, and then you're like, and here is the program. Like, you can join me. It will be amazing. In the end of the day, most of your clients will be intuitive like you, and they will just know how to come. Like, they will just know that they want to come because you're so amazing at teaching what you're doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then you record that and you put it on YouTube or something. So it's recorded, and then you start building your email list, and then the people that missed that one can come to it again and watch it. And you're building as you're doing when it's evergreen. So it's not like a dead piece after you finished it.
So if that's just like the beginning of the program, like it goes to other parts of like the purpose for detoxing, do I talk about all of it?
Yes, I mean, look, it's almost like you want to give people the little icing on the cake in your webinars and your trainings, and show them your expertise, give them some advice, and then say, look, to really get, you will maybe say, these are the symptoms you're having, and these are the results from doing the detox program, and your symptoms will be gone. Because why would I do a detox? So maybe you will say 3 remedies to release heavy metals and heal anxiety and stress. Because I know that copper toxicity creates a lot of anxiety and things like that. I'm just talking out now from what I know. You know what toxicities and what things happens in their bodies, what they want to free themselves from. So you would say, free yourself from these things and create this. Take them to the webinar, have a chat. Just plan it out on a piece of paper like this. Just write it down, and then do the teaching, Q&A, talk about your program. Just say, look, connect with me if you want to join the program. If you need anything else, let me know. Because anything scarcity, anything urgency, anything last minute, you will never have this program again, all that, it doesn't work anymore. And it doesn't work with the healing space. People just know when they're meant to have it, and it goes all on like, know and trust you and connected with you, and then make it evergreen. So that you upload it on YouTube or somewhere where they can keep watching it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense. I was just, in my mind, I was processing like it starts with the detox, but then it goes into like chakra healing and alignment.
Yeah.
Like of your consciousness and your like it
Of
adds
course.
on so much. Do I talk about that like whenever I present it, like present the whole thing, or just start with a detox?
I think
Like,
start with a detox, and then you can mention that it works on all the multidimensional levels,
okay, yeah,
you
awesome.
know.
Yeah, I have my first call tomorrow, and I have more people coming than I thought. So I was like, wow, I need to talk to Jenny.
Yeah, well, you know, and you know, you want to create solidity in your business and get your head around all the steps and the different structures that you need to put in place so that you can keep enrolling people, really. You know, that's the idea.
Right.
Mm.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good. So, more questions, please. More questions.
Jenny, Michelle
Yes,
here.
Michelle.
Jenny, I have a problem. It's like I go into these asthma groups, Asthma UK, and all those kind of groups, and all these people are sick. Okay, it's winter time. People are sick. No matter how much I tell them, there is like an emotional component to it, or they like just cancel out the post. They don't believe me.
Oh, what do you mean? Where do you go in, did you say?
And the asthma groups.
The asthma, what? The asthma.
Asthma is a lung condition. Yeah.
Asthma, like the
Yes.
breathing, yeah?
Yes. So I go into these groups and I'm telling them, because I used to suffer from asthma. So I'm telling them, pay attention to your emotions. And I keep creating posts telling them my story. Nobody is interested. They keep deleting my posts.
So, is this asthma group support for asthma sufferers or just for them to
Yeah.
hang out? Okay.
It's support for asthma sufferers, and especially the parents who are looking after their children.
Okay. Or more the parents looking after the children?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are they parents then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So it is like parents of children with asthma. The group name will be like that.
What's the vibe in the group?
So they are like, they are on inhalers, they are on all that kind of stuff, going to hospitals in and out. But then you tell them, okay, I've had asthma for 34 years and I know a different way. That is like, you don't want alternatives, like,
Are they open to alternative things or both? Are they medical and alternative?
No, and especially the admin just throws me out like again and again. Then I try another group, and then like it's just not working. Although I've been trying for 2 months now, and it's just not working.
Maybe those groups are not right. Because
Okay.
in the end of the day, if I don't know the conversations obviously and the posts in those groups,
Okay.
but if they are more in victim energy in those groups, then they won't be looking for solutions. They like to stay in victim, yeah?
Yeah, that is true. And they like to stay sick.
Yeah, they like to. So there is nothing for you to do there. So when we talk in marketing and business, we want to talk to people that are already aware of their problem, as in like what's underneath the problem, and are open to hearing it. Because otherwise you have awakening them and teaching them, awakening them and teaching them that there is something wrong and going, hello, it's quite hard work.
Yeah.
So we want to go from a marketing and business perspective, we always go with the people that are already awake and aware that they have a problem.
Okay.
That could be kind of like you have to search like a trial, a bit of like, where do I go and find that? Do you just do that on your personal profile, or do you go on LinkedIn? Like, what where would you go with this? And then, so you have 3 categories. You have the unaware, aware of the problem, and like ready to take action on the problem.
Okay.
So you want to be aware or ready to take action on the problem, which means that you don't have to actually convince them.
Yeah, but where will I find this kind of people who know that they have a problem? I mean, they won't find the solution with the pharmaceutical industry. So where do I find this kind of people?
By educating them. Like you can start educating them with your posts, webinars, like start a channel, like talk about it passionately in the way you know it. Even like a TikTok channel. Like it's almost like, do you know what? Sometimes I feel this way. If you can't find a space where you can really share your truth and your divine truth, what's coming through for you, create your own. Create your own space. Because I always come back to this. I'm like, I create my own space. I don't care anymore. I'm just going to do my own space where people will come because they truly want to listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that's a bit in the beginning, you're like, okay, can I? But you can.
Okay.
So I think when it comes to asthma, people just generally will take the inhaler. They're just conditioned to think that this is, something they have to do for life or whatever. So it's a belief system around it. So it's about you creating belief shifting content around that and teach them how it really works with your own story and educate them.
Okay.
It's like me with the light body activations. I have to educate my audience about what it is because no one knows what it is.
Okay, got it.
So it's like a part of your thing. Now with asthma as well, we know that anything breathing with lungs is the abandonment of mother or abandonment of care in childhood in this way, emotionally or spiritually.
Yeah.
Which is a really touchy-feely subject, but it needs to be healed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're doing great. You can do it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ginny.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. Who else wants to answer or ask questions now? Laura Torres is here. We got Jackie, Christine. More questions? No more questions? Jackie? She's thinking, she's pondering.
So I'm thinking, I honestly don't have any questions today. I think it's because I'm getting ready to teach a Reiki 1 workshop this weekend. So my brain's on everything I need to get ready for that.
Yeah. That's good. Fine. Good luck with that.
Yep, it should be, it's a big class, so it should be good.
You'll be good. It was going to be great. Christine, did you have any questions? Or Laura, did you have any questions? No. Everyone's like, no. Okay, so let's just round up. If there's no more questions, I'm really grateful that you came because it's been a really busy week energetically for like the vortex of what I do. So I do get that people are kind of, probably some of you watching the replays of the other events as well. So it's been a lot, but I just want to remind you that obviously if you have any questions about anything, reach out. If you're growing your business, my membership, the Connected Soul Club, is best way to start. It's only $40 a week, which is really epic for like high level coaching. And then obviously we have the LIGHTBODY program starting in September, which I really recommend every single spiritual entrepreneur to do. You can reach out on that or watch the Shop with Jenny, which was in the Facebook group, which I did. I'm not going to repeat myself again because I've already said it today. But that's kind of the, to wrap it all up, as I said, it is your clearing your blocks, keep making sure that you have energy work done, become good at marketing and business, really, long-term. This is your long-term vision, and become a master in your field. Those are only the 3 pillars that you ever have to worry about, and do them in your own pace. Slowly is fine, but commit to doing them, and keep moving the needle for yourselves. All right, was that everything? Good. Hope that makes sense, guys. I'll see you inside the group. Tomorrow we're talking with Carol, my LIGHTBODY activation client, who's just finished the program. Well, we're kind of still in the program, but we're talking to her inside the Facebook group tomorrow. Okay, have a wonderful afternoon, evening, day, whatever you're doing. I'm here to help you. If you want to join the club, tell me. If you want to talk about the LIGHTBODY program, come along on Thursday. Let me know. Send you all love and amazingness, and let's change the world. Let's awaken the world. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.